Hi, welcome back to the workshop. Today we are looking at Heljan's Yorkshire Engine Company Class 02 shunter. Now, of course, Mike Heljan produced these in O gauge and double O. We've seen them before in O gauge. These ones right in front of us here, they're very dinky but so well detailed.
Yeah, it's a lovely little model. Like I said, we just reviewed the O gauge version, issue 214, and now in issue 215 we're taking a detailed look at the double O gauge version as well.
So what's the difference? What have Heljan packed into the downscale double O version?
Pretty much everything you get in the O gauge one, which is pretty impressive when you think about it. So it's still got working shunting lamps. It's still got a powerful motor in there. It's got drive to the axles as well. You've got an X18 decoder socket, and there's a factory fitted speaker. The only thing that this would really benefit from that it doesn't come with is a stay alive, just because it's such a small wheelbase loco.
Of course, I mean that's the thing with any small wheelbase locomotive, you are going to run into potential problems over the points, for example. But apart from that, when we had this running just to shoot the video, it's slow speeds, it pulls a lot. When we actually did the test for the review, we had it on 15 wagons for about 3 or 4 hours. It ran faultlessly. They really are very powerful.
Exactly, classic Heljan. Heljan's always had a really good reputation for a quality mechanism that can pull the house down. Whether it's a small loco or a big loco, always a quality mechanism in there. And one of the nice things about this, which helps it to run so well, it has got a flywheel in there as well, which just gives it a little bit of momentum with the motor once it's actually running, and that does help to avoid some of the stalling you get with a small wheelbase loco. Mm-hmm. And there's also a fully detailed cab interior as well, which is really rather well done.
I did notice that the decoration is actually fantastic. I mean, the wasp stripes and even just the green livery as well. Everything does look just fantastic, doesn't it?
It certainly does. It's a lovely model of these little shunters.
So let's just quickly talk about the history of these locomotives. How many were there? Where did they originate from?
So there was 20 of them were built by the Yorkshire Engine Company up in Sheffield. They were designed for British Railways and industrial use as well. I think they initially went into all-maintenance service with British Railways, but then in later life, after they'd finished their service with BR, they went into industrial service as well. I think at the time that some of these shunting engines were produced in the early 1960s, there was anticipation of lots of different levels of shunting. At that time there were still small yards which needed a small shunter, and there were big yards that needed a bigger shunter. But very soon that actual work they were designed for very quickly disappeared from the railway. The changes that came in through beaching, the introduction of the Freightliner services, bulk working of things, there was lots of changes happening on the railway at the time. But they did have quite a long and successful career in industry. And then there's actually 7 of them still exist today.
Wow, there you go. So 7 out of 20 isn't so bad, is it? And as you say, they did survive into industry. So we've got the BR green one here in front of us. But what other variations is Heljan bringing out?
So you've got a collection of different liveries available on these models. You've got obviously the BR ones like we've got here today. Then there are industrial options as well. There's a really rather nice industrial yellow one, which is on my shopping list. I think it just looks great. And there's plenty of different choices to suit different industries that people might want to model on the layout, as well as the BR shunting here as well.
Wonderful. And of course, a little locomotive like this, if you haven't got a lot of space for a model railway, if you build a small Inglenook layout, this is a perfect locomotive. A few wagons up and down for a few hours, it can keep you very satisfied.
Exactly. I could see this with sound and stay alive in it being a really quite addictive shunting engine to operate, because it's just got so much character in it. It's got a hydraulic engine in it as well, Rolls-Royce sounds to it, so it's just going to sound brilliant as well.
Well, that's a very fascinating history, and of course, a lot of variation that Heljan bringing out. But tell me, when are these available and how much are they selling for?
So they're in the shops right now, and Heljan's priced these at £169 for each one of these little 04 shunters. Like I said, they're in stock now, ready for you to buy and add to your layout.
Well, if you have a shunting layout or you have a soft spot for little industrial shunting diesels or just the O2 class in particular, then this one here from Heljan could very well be for you. And you can read a full review of the model in HM215, our May edition of Hobby Magazine.
That's right, and you can also read more online at keymodelworld.com. Thank you for watching today. I will see you next time.